Shalom. I want to give all honor and glory and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakar Kadash. Double honors to the apostles, great millstone and real well. Salutation, blessings to Yehovah elect, pushing his word sincerity and truth, risking our lives to do so, pushing his gospel throughout the four corners of the earth. It's your brother Parada with a video. Basically, I was watching the elder Malcolm's video. It was just a short video, but he was saying that that this coronavirus is here in the U.S. and it's pretty much out of control because it's a lot of cases here in America. But they're not telling you that because actually they pretty much lost control of this coronavirus. It's a lot of people getting affected, but that's what they want. By the time that they let you know there's it's a problem, man, it'll be in the hundreds of thousands and whatnot, and it's a lot of places that's quarantined, and I think he said something about they're going to self-quarantine people are not going to self-quarantine themselves. That's BS, man. People gonna get out if they're able to get out. If they not sick to the point where they can't move, they're gonna go to the store. They're gonna do all these things, man. You know, they ain't gonna just stay in the house. They might stay in the house for a minute, but then they're gonna come out and do things and take care of their business. You know, and by the people doing that's infected, it's going to affect a whole lot of people, man. And then it's going to be a mandatory quarantine. So, just like the scriptures say in Matthew 24 and Luke 21, I mean, these pestilence, man, I mean, this is just one way of them having population control. That's what they really want. They want this coronavirus, this pandemic, to just kill a lot of people, man. You know, sure they got the so-called cure for it and all that, but it's a saying that they say never let a crisis go to waste, and it's a perfect way to implement their new world order through this pandemic. Coronavirus. I think they call it COVID-19 or something, but I just say coronavirus just to make it simple, so people will understand what I'm talking about. It's not going away. It's just getting worse and worse to the point where you're going to be quarantined in your homes. You're going to lose your jobs and all that, and that's why. I believe, this is just me speaking as a man, I believe that they're going to implement the chip and everything through that. See, that quarantine is basically really a martial law, really. Because that's just the government telling you what to do. But it's a slick way of doing it, because if it's a disease out here, you're going to tend to believe the government because you don't want to get sick. Or if you is sick, you want the cure. You want some type of vaccine to get rid of it. So basically, you just at the mercy of the government at that time. You know, you at the mercy of this government, and that's how they can implement everything else. Because they know these militias out here, they got all these guns and whatnot. They know they just can't just totally pass laws circumventing the Second Amendment right to bear arms, that they just people gonna hand over they firearms. They're just not gonna do it. So they gotta figure out a way to go in under disguise so they can take the guns, and that's a perfect disguise by quarantine and whatnot. That way the government can take over and do what it has to do. You know, and that's mainly getting those guns from the people. So now you can't even resist this government now. You can't. It's nothing you can do. They have all the firearm and you have nothing. You know, it's nothing you can do. That's basically how China is. You know, it's a communist country. The government is in total control, and the government makes them do whatever they want them to do, and that's that. You don't do it, they just execute your ass. It's just simple as that, and that's what they want here. You know, and if they get you to take that chip, all they gotta do is, if you don't comply, just turn your chip off. All your information, you basically just disappear. If you don't want to adhere to the government regulations and rules and all that, they just turn you off, and then you're done. So I just want to bring that out. This coronavirus is worse than what you think. Just because they're not reporting on it, don't mean it's bad. Because our people, they only gonna respond what they see on the news. So if it's no news, they think there's nothing going on. But by the time the news does put it on the TV, it's gonna be too late. It's gonna be already you already in a quarantine state, which is basically martial law. So just a warning on that. Hope that was edifying. I want to give all honor and glory and praise to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, B'Shem Kadash. Double honor to the Apostle, Great Millstone of Ruel. Salutation and blessings to the whole elect. Shalom.